guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Trevor Darling. Thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And to all my OGs, you know what to do. Comment down below, let me know, gang. Finally, we have good news, finally, coming out of the province of Manitoba. So this news is breaking news for those of you that are students, international students already in Canada, or those that are planning to come to Canada. The reason I share videos like this is so that you can be better informed as to the provinces that are taking certain measures, certain steps that are going to be more welcoming. When I saw this particular news, it made me push Manitoba up as one of the provinces I would suggest that international students start looking at, because this move by their province is one of the things that I feel people need sort of as a succor, as a guarantee. Okay, so shout out to Olufemi Loye. I'm going to be reading this from his Instagram page, and basically it's a letter. Now this is very rare for us to have this kind of letter. For me personally, this is the first time I'm seeing this. Particularly is coming from the Minister for Immigration and Labour based in Manitoba. This letter shows that they had contacted Mac Miller concerning extending work permits for certain people in their provinces. A good number, and this particular letter is Mac Miller's response. Okay, so let's read the letter together. All protocols duly observed. It says, "Dear Minister Marcelino, thank you for our recent discussion and in particular for your collaborative approach to addressing immigration challenges and opportunities in Canada. As the first province to deliver a PNP in Canada, Manitoba has a long history of capitalizing on immigration to actively serve provincial labor markets and economic needs." Oh, so Manitoba was the first province. We are learning to deliver PNP. "Working together to develop innovative solutions will help us achieve our shared economic immigration objectives. To this end, I understand that a number of postgraduation work permit holders will see their work permits expire in 2024, and that this situation is creating a challenge for Manitoba's labor needs. To help you address this challenge, I am prepared to introduce a public policy to facilitate the issuance of a time-limited open work permit to nomination-ready temporary residents employed in Manitoba who have work permits that will expire in 2024. Within 2 years, it is expected that eligible foreign nationals will receive an official nomination from Manitoba and eventually become permanent residents through the PNP. Are you listening? The specific terms of the public policy, including additional eligibility requirements as well as other conditions, will be articulated in a letter of intent to be shared by my officials in the near future. The letter will include stipulations to support this facilitative measure, including a performance reporting schedule. I believe this will be an opportune time and context to also revisit the renewal of the Canada-Manitoba Immigration Agreement, as well as to advance discussions on how Manitoba will use its PNP to transition more temporary residents to permanent residency. With the implementation of this one-time facilitation measure, we will have a direct and positive impact on prospective nominees by maintaining their authorization to work in Manitoba as their PNP applications are processed. In the long term, this measure will contribute to Manitoba's diverse skilled labor workforce as these temporary residents transition to permanent residency. In closing, I also look forward to meeting at the upcoming FMRI meeting on May 10th, 2024. This will be a good opportunity for multilateral conversations with you and other provincial and territorial partners to discuss shared interests and advance our immigration priorities. I welcome further opportunities to work with you to advance our shared objectives. Yours sincerely, the Honorable Mac Miller, Minister for Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Maki, fam. If there's anybody like the way Canada is going now, especially because of us that we just newly came and those that are looking to come, after Trudeau, now Mac Miller. Like, I don't even know if we have deputy prime minister, sorry. it's just that because I'm in Ontario and I know Doggy Boys there, Auntie Olivia, they are still doing their things. But in terms of laws, in terms of things that are going on, in terms of movers and shakers, after Trudeau, Mac Miller has been on our case. The guy has been giving us back to back. So this particular one is a welcome development. Like, for those of you that had the foresight to school in Manitoba, blessed are thou, because this is saying that even if you schooled like the same time with me and you went to probably any college, maybe you did 1 year program as I did, your work permit is supposed to expire this year, 2024. This letter is saying that they are going to provide, especially for those of you that have work already, you have a job offer, something that you're doing, they are going to provide a scheme where you can get extra 2 years. And they are telling Manitoba, Mac Miller is literally telling Manitoba that if we give you this 6,700 people, if we extend them, hopefully those people will be able to get your 600 points within that stipulated time so that they can get to PR status. Like, this letter is literally an open check. It's like a blank check. And you know why this is very important, especially when I say provinces have to be. See, for those of you that are here with Olivia, just forget it. Forget it first of all. Doggy Boy is not about to beg anybody for papers. Like, we're too big to the beg for this Ontario. So I'm not joking. Seriously, I cannot see Doug Ford writing this. That was like, what's this supposed to be? Anyways, we have like May 10th. According to this letter, there's an upcoming FMRI meeting on May 10th, and hopefully other provinces will come forward to say, okay, we have people that their work permits are expiring. Is there something that we can do? A lot of people are calling on BC, and that's because I feel like BC, whoever is in charge of that immigration thing there is literally Mac Miller's vice, because the way this lady is carrying it on her head, it's so crazy. BC, they have those that are in master's program that are on shaky grounds because they have scrapped masters to PRU pathway. A lot of things are hanging on a balance. I see Saskatchewan probably stepping forward to do this. I see Nova Scotia may be stepping forward to do this, and other provinces, but the key players, the ones that already have started hitting certain targets in terms of their population, in terms of influx and all of that, I do not see them doing this. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. From his post, the body of his post, shout out to once again to Olufemi Loye. The body of the post said, Manitoba just got a special work permit extension support for the 6,700 temporary residents who are employed in Manitoba. So they have 6,700 that are employed and whose work permit will expire this year in 2024. This includes postgraduate work permit holders as well, because if you're here just on work permit, maybe open spousal work permits, postgraduate work permit holders. It says, according to Canada's immigration minister earlier today, Manitoba has requested support from my department to extend the work status of 6,700. This is a province that is thinking deep. So this can be done. No, God will bless the person that wrote this. Like, Mr. I need to learn your name for this good work. Marcelino. Minister Marcelino, God bless you. Now, when I saw this, I was super impressed. So he said, Manitoba has requested support from my department to extend the work status of 6,700. Later, all he needed to do was later. Do you know what 6,700 is? That's a lot of people. Extend the work status of 6,700 temporary residents who are employed in Manitoba and whose work permits expire in 2024. This represents a challenge as Manitoba counts on those workers to meet their labor needs. You know why this is even a better route is because nobody wants to go through the stress of bringing fresh people all over again, going through all the job crises, everything. And now that we know that there's PAL and there's so much restriction and, certain provinces are not going to be getting the actual numbers, companies have spent so much, training staff. They don't want them to just go out again and then they have to get another batch. It's almost like year in, year out. We are getting fresh hands, fresh this. So this is very much a way to kind of retain labor, especially people that have worked here, schooled here, have them, stay back and contribute to the society. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So the minister continued to say, I'm introducing a public policy to give open work permits to eligible temporary workers in Manitoba's expression of interest pool under PMP. If you have not and you're in Manitoba, please read this thing. Go and do your expression of interest. Go and open Manitoba PMP and start putting all your details, especially if you have a job offer. They say within 2 years, we expect the eligible candidates to receive official nomination from Manitoba and become permanent residents. They have given you 2 years. So even if you don't have a job now, start hustling job now and run into that pool. Because by this, the minister is going to give a special quota for Manitoba that as you get your 600 points, you take. This is a good intervention for PMP candidates in Manitoba whose work permits expire in 2024. Other provinces should also consider, this is from Olufemi Loye, say other provinces should also consider making similar requests for temporary residents who are employed in their provinces awaiting nominations for permanent residency. There was one of the staff from my workplace that had to quit, like not kind of quit, just stop work because his work permit had expired. Fantastic guy. And this is somebody that has stayed here, he has worked here, he has done everything, and everybody's just waiting. His score is even so high, almost 499 or something. Yeah, 499, almost 500. Score is so high, and then waiting for PRO draw, we are seeing 514, 5 this, and year in, year, like the score is even too high to get OIMP, which is Ontario nomination, because Ontario nominations are never up to 499 kind of levels. It's now too high for OIMP and too low for express entry. It's almost like what is going on. And we have lots of people here in Ontario that have work permit that is about to expire, lots of these things. I personally, I'm not holding my breath for Doggy to write this type of letter or any of his ministers. But I call on even other provinces that I'm sure that at least start writing, if you know that like Saskatchewan, Alberta can write, although Alberta right now is not calling again because they are like, they say they've gotten their number and there are lots of people. They had like over 50,000 people move to Alberta most recently. We have Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. There are different provinces that should step forward and tell Mac Miller, you see, we have people whose work permits are expiring. At this point, we cannot afford to keep going back into the pool. We cannot afford to keep doing this. Like, if we know that we are having progressive growth and population and planning, at least we will know, okay, this 5,000 we have, okay, we have 5,000. Even though their work permit is expiring, they have extension. So we know that these ones that have work will stay. As against going to bring fresh hands that will not stay. We are not even sure they will stay. Do you understand? There are some PMP people that come from out of town. They might not stay. They might go back to Ontario or other places. But these ones that have already gotten jobs, they have gotten houses, they're already settled. It's best that they stay. Because if you remove them, other people will come. They might just say, oh, Winnipeg is very cold. Manitoba is cold. It's not easy. Before you know, somebody will go back to Toronto. They will go back to other warmer regions. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So one comment was so funny. The person said, this Miller that is always writing self, is he from the core family of Victoria Island? Miller is always, if Miller was in the Bible days, Miller and Apostle Paul, then go there like this. Hey! Now I write a letter unto you, the church in Ontario, the church in Manitoba, the church in BC. I have seen your works. It be like someone they carry me joke. I write unto you, the church in Alberta. Be like say something the warrior now. I will scrap you, the church in Saskatchewan. Guys, let me know your thoughts. So another person also wrote, I said it not long ago that a very low CEC draw point is coming to the whole of Canada. And as an international student /OWP, just ensure you have your English test done, be working and get into the pool. So this particular comment is saying everybody get. I have said this 1001 times. At this point, I almost want to sound like a broken record. Do your worst, do your IELTS, be in the pool. When you keep asking what is pool, what is worst, what is IELTS, it almost seems like, I don't know. I do your research, just be in the pool. And if you're here and you have a job, put all those things in, because CEC is coming. Someone said BC better align. My dear, I'm not even holding my breath for BC. Like, BC is just, I don't know, turning on its own. Someone said for this Manitoba, we pin here, I go nowhere. Because let me even tell you, I know that sometimes when you're out of the country and then you want to come in, you have specific provinces in your mind. Personally, I will not say I ever thought of Manitoba. I won't lie. I didn't think of Manitoba. Alberta was it for me. And then Toronto, I'm here because I landed alone. So I was like, okay, since I'm coming alone, I might as well just, land in Toronto, learn all the things I need to learn, get the lay of the land. So when my family is coming, we go to our first point of call, that kind of thing. So that was it in my head. I never thought of any other province. In fact, if it wasn't Toronto or Alberta, maybe Nova Scotia, like far, not even BC, not even any of these other ones in the middle, you get. So I also feel like it's because it's me and the way I work, the way I put my focus. But I also want to advise that I don't think it's the best for everybody. Before you come to Canada, be of open mind. Many people might be like, oh no, I want Ontario. I want Toronto. Is that where it's happening? Yes, let me run there. And your opportunity might be in Manitoba. I remember one of our classmates that left the moment school closed, moved to Manitoba. Now he's among those that will enjoy this. If he has not even gotten PR already, he's among those that will enjoy this. And it might seem like, guy, wait, I'm telling you, the moment he landed, the next 2 weeks, Manitoba, he get job. Guy, before we even clap one, clap two, he has settled down, he has gotten house, he has gotten car. It almost seems like, some provinces, I'm telling you, might favor you. So when you come here and you hear that this person is going to this place, some people don't even, I feel his grace. Also be very prayerful so that you know where you're going to. Canada is too big for you to restrict yourself to Toronto. If it's not working here, move somewhere else. You can never tell, Look at somebody in the comment section writing me and we pin here. Manitoba has a strong Nigerian community that is building up. Every point, and I'm very happy for our community. You might not think that it is as close-knit as you want it, but understand that we are first generation. Hold on. Right now, the owners of the land are not too happy with the way some people are coming, forcing their culture down other people's throats. So as we are just doing our school, doing our own this thing at every corner, please let everybody just do well. I want to use God's name to beg you. Let's not cut corners. The one they will catch us now is news. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So someone else wrote this comment and said, I just submitted an expression of interest to Manitoba, that's MPMP, 2 weeks ago. Will this new directive cover people like me? Also, what is really different about the policy? Could you not have applied for an extension of work permit after your PGWP expires while employed? Olufemiloye replied and said there will be more details. Yeah, because the guy said he will send more details. There will be more details on the PMP candidates that will benefit from this in the days ahead. You cannot simply do a PGWP extension because you're employed. PGWP extension is only possible if you didn't get the full duration of your PGWP you should get when you did your first application. Yes, understand that there's no extension on PGWP. You cannot get a second one. It's only when, let's say, when they did the first extension, your passport was about to expire. So instead of you to get 3 years, you got maybe 2 years because that's when your passport is expiring. When you renew your passport, they can give you an extension to fill up those remaining years. Apart from that, the only thing you can get when your PGWP expires is probably a bridging open work permit. Understand that the stipulations that will even give you that is really tight. So it doesn't even make sense for you to say, after all I'm working, I will just extend it. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So, Mark Miller of Victoria Island, Mark Miller of Victoria Island has said that in the coming days there will be more, information concerning this. But the fact that he has even approved it is a step in the right direction. Congratulations to everybody in Manitoba, students and people that just landed. If you got, like, I'm telling you that if you're even still schooling and you're able to secure a job, and you have written your IELTS and WES and you're in the pool, blessed are thou, because you might get a PMP before you graduate, which even makes a lot more sense. That is before graduation, before you even need to do PGWP, you've gotten your PRO. Sweet life. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Plan ahead, focus, and I wish you all the best in your Canada journey. As usual, I remain your girl, Intl. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out my other videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.